Welcome to Dark Knight Films Reviews and another Hammer Productions night. Tonight, I will be reviewing Scream and Scream Again, released in 1970. Directed by Gordon Hessler, from a script by Christopher Wicking, based on the novel The Disoriented Man by Peter Saxon. Starring Vincent Price, Christopher Lee, Peter Cushing, Alfred Marks, Christopher Matthews, Judy Huxtable, Michael Gothard, Anthony Newlands, Kenneth Benda, Marshall Jones, Judy Bloom, and Peter Sallis. Now, just hearing the top three names, you would think that this is an instant classic. I mean, having Vincent Price, Christopher Lee, and Peter Cushing all in the same film, it's got to be a great film, right? You would be wrong. This film is a disjointed mess. It is literally introducing one character and then cutting away, introducing another character, and then cutting away and introducing another character, and not really going anywhere with any of the plot lines with any of these characters. I mean, it is so disjointed that you get the introduction to Peter Sallis and Peter Cushing's characters, and both of them are axed and killed. No sooner have they been introduced. Now, Peter Cushing is top billed in this, right alongside Vincent Price and Christopher Lee. So, and the bad part is, he has no screen time with Vincent Price or Christopher Lee in this film. What a travesty. And then there's an introduction to a serial killer character that is like a vampire in a way. And that story basically goes nowhere and wastes another talented actor in here with Judy Huxtable, as she is just introduced just to kill her off. Same way. By this serial killer character played by Michael Gothard. And of course, like I said, his storyline goes forward. Police go after him, and then he is captured, he escapes, and then he kills himself by throwing himself into a vat of acid. And is revealed to have been sort of like a robot, or in this film's case, a replicant or something. And it is just so ridiculous. Christopher Lee is not given, I mean, he's given a little bit more screen time, but his character is a nothing character. He has a few little scenes of, just dialogue that have nothing of consequence to this film, other than to say, hey, look, we have Christopher Lee in our movie. Vincent Price is given more screen time than any of the other so-called stars in this film, but he is giving a part that is very robotic. And I guess that's fitting because, his character is revealed to be a replicant by the end of the film. But if you want to suspend disbelief and make us believe that this character is a human character prior to this reveal, your job failed. And then you have what looks like it will be our lead character with Alfred Marks' detective character in this. Since basically our three leads in this that are promoted as the big stars of this film are basically just playing smaller roles in the film, and they're only in there basically for their name value only. But Alfred Marks is also screwed over in this film and made to be just a useless character, that his plot point of him even being there was made redundant by the end of this, because his character too is killed by the same character that killed Peter Cushing and Peter Sallis, with Marshall Jones Conrads. And then we are led to follow Christopher Matthews' doctor character and Judy Bloom's police officer character. And it's just a mess of a film. It's just one jumbled scene thrown together with another, and none of the plot points really ever go anywhere. Like I said, they start a plot point, it is just destroyed and killed off as soon as it is introduced. So yeah, and then you have the fact that, you know, you have Vincent Price, Christopher Lee, and Peter Cushing in this film. And like I said, Peter Cushing shares no screen time with either of the other actors. And Vincent Price and Christopher Lee only share one short little scene at the very end. And even this killer character of Conrad's is, you know, a useless nothing character, because he confronts Vincent Price's character near the end and is just simply killed off in the same way that the other robot that was the serial killer earlier was killed off, in a vat of acid. Ridiculous film. This is probably the worst film I have ever seen by Amicus Films. Yes, this is an Amicus Films and not a Hammer Films, so I can't attribute this failure to Hammer. This is my biggest disappointment from Amicus Films, and I really like a lot of their films so far that I've reviewed on this channel, so this is my first that I'm giving a pretty negative review on. So my final review of Scream and Scream Again from 1970, I am going to give this film a 5.6 out of 10. It is a disjointed, you know, jumbled mess of a film. And it's unfortunate with the talent that was attached to this. This should have been a really great film for Amicus, but it was a failure. But what do you guys think of Scream and Scream Again? Have you seen this film? If you have, do you agree with my review or do you disagree? Let me know in those comments down below. And as usual, if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell icon so you can be notified about future videos just like this one. And while you're by the subscribe button, click that join button and become a Dark Knight fan. As a Dark Knight Fan Plus member, you have access to an area on the channel right now where you can request a movie, TV series, or ranking video of your choosing. And when I do that video, it will go up for all Plus members to view on the channel before it goes live for everyone else. So it's not a one-time thing. I will put another post up after that. And so if you want to get interactive, now's your chance. Well, that's it for another Hammer Productions night. If you missed last week's Hammer Productions night, check out the link up here to get caught up on that one. Or if you missed any of the other Hammer Productions night, be sure and check out the playlist right here to get caught up on any of them that you have missed.